This couple was probably one of the smoothest, fastest, easiest deals that I have done. A big part was because, one, they don't have kids to worry about the schedule. They can just come out and view any time that they want. They live near Nakano area, and they like that slightly northwest of Tokyo. So we looked at Nakano, Shibuya, Shinjuku, and Suginami-ku. In total, we viewed 6 properties only. And they weren't even sure, should they get a house or a mansion? And they looked at the mansions, and after we saw 2 mansions, for the same price, we can get a much bigger house and a more modern house than we can a mansion, especially in this pocket that they were looking at. The very first house that we saw, they actually loved. This is the first day we met. They go, you know, this is great. Let's get this. Usually you want to look at a few more to make sure it's right. They go, oh, no, we've owned houses before overseas, so this is completely fine. When people are experienced with buying, their decision process is a lot faster. They didn't have financing then because it was the first time we'd met. We had a Zoom call just a few days earlier, and then we're out looking at properties. The next day I called the agent. I said, we want to make an offer. We don't have financing yet. And they just turned around and said, oh, actually, we just got an offer as like this morning. So it's off the market. A bit disappointing. In the next 3 houses that we saw after that, 2 or 3 houses, one of them, they said, okay, yep, this is fantastic. In fact, the house that they decided on, when we went to view it, the wife couldn't come because she had work. But it popped up on the listings, and the husband was like, hey, actually, look, this is great. Let's go. Because he works remote. He's very flexible with his schedule. I just met him at the place. He looked at it, and it was a fantastic, big 3-bedroom house, a brand new build. Enough for a car and motorbike parking, really nice, spacious out the front. He said he's happy as long as there's a beer and Wi-Fi, he can live in a closet. And he thought his wife would love the house, but not the commute. Commuting distance for her was always a thing. And this property was about 12 to 15 minutes from the station. But that evening, they went out and had a look at the area. They did jumped on the train, did a walk from the station. And then the next day, they said, look, we really like the area. The wife wants to have a look at it. So we looked at it, and she's like, yep, it's fantastic. Calls her husband and says, I want to move ahead with this on the spot. They were very flexible and realistic in what their goals were and what they wanted to achieve. They didn't want to waste time. They knew just paying rent was wasted money. And for them, as long as they're in that pocket of Tokyo, they want a nice place to be able to invite friends. Again, when you don't have kids, you really focus on having something that can really add to your lifestyle.